Hello, today we have bowling bingo for grade levels 6 through 9. Equipment you need for this game: poly spots, bowling pins, and gator or foam balls. Students will roll a ball from their half of the court and attempt to knock down a pin on the opposite side of the half court. If a pin is knocked down, the student retrieves it and places it on one of their empty poly spots to obtain bingo. The students will demonstrate the correct technique of rolling a ball with accuracy and force. They will also apply correct weight transfer and follow through. This is how we'll set up the poly spots and the pins. "15 poly spots. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, on each end of the half court. This is where you will set up your 10 pins, leaving 5 of the poly points empty for your bingo pins. The players will be behind the end line and the center line. And of course, the penalty box will be placed wherever you can find room. You divide a class into teams. Depending on the size of the class, you can incorporate 2 half courts. The signal with 1 whistle will be to start, and 2 blasts of the whistle will be to freeze or stop. The rules to this game are: students stand on the end boundary line, this being either the center line of the court or the end line, while waiting for a ball. When a ball comes to them, they move to the front of the line of pins and roll from there. If they knock over the pin, they run across the half court line and retrieve the pin, returning it and placing it in one of their open poly spots on their side. If they roll the ball and miss a pin, they return to the end line and wait for another ball. If the ball doesn't roll past the pins, the student is allowed to go out and retrieve it. If they knock a pin over on their side, they can set it back up. And this is the critical one: there is no blocking a rolled ball. That's what the penalty box is for. The penalty for blocking is 1 minute in the penalty box. This is how we could perhaps modify this game. You could allow the players to block incoming rolls. Depending on the grade level and skills, we could use frisbees. It could also be indoor outdoors. Incorporate reward exercises for the team that doesn't get bingo first. Play outside and use soccer balls instead of the gator balls. Playing in a larger area, inside or out, use more pins and poly spots, and increase the number of pins required for a bingo. Adjust penalty times, and repeat offenders may be kept out of play until reset. If a player is tagged by the ball when retrieving a knocked over pin, they have to return the pin and go back to the end line empty-handed. If you knock over one of your own pins, it stays down. We could incorporate time limitations, and depending on the class size, decrease the number of players on each side, requiring more movement and aerobic development. Now, what did we learn? Did the teacher observe the students using proper follow-through and technique when rolling the ball? And did they transfer weight accordingly? Did they play according to the rules and didn't cheat? But above all, did they enjoy playing?